My name is Mindy Slaughter, and for the past 15 years, I've been a classroom teacher, mostly upper elementary, grades 4, 5, and 6. This current school year, I took on a new position as a digital literacy coach. You'll notice that a lot of the artifacts from my portfolio are from both as me being a classroom teacher and from my time as a digital literacy coach. Technology has always been an important part of my teaching practice, and I was really drawn to ISTE because I connected so well to the standards. In particular, the designer standards. My students have always used technology to create, and I like the idea of really connecting technology to the curriculum and accommodating learner differences. Last year, during the 2021 school year, though, took a turn that you will be quite familiar with. My school year was spent, for the vast majority, teaching only online. For the very end of the year, we did a little bit of hybrid learning as well, which meant that I was teaching the students online, while at the same time teaching about half of the class who was coming in person. Technology became a different thing at that point. It became not something just to be transformative, but something that we needed. We were using out of a necessity. The next school year, this school year, I moved into a different role. I became the digital literacy coach. And my job really was to help not only students, but also teachers. One of the first things that I did was to enroll in the ISTE course. I believed that this would be a really good way forward for me to learn a little bit more about how technology could not just transform my own teaching, but how I could support the school. Two of the artifacts that I'm most proud of from this ISTE process are my personal goals and the leader standard, in particular, promoting a shared vision, because those two align for myself. When I first started this new role, I wasn't very comfortable with the idea of being a bit of a leader. And ISTE helped me to understand that leader wasn't just somebody who was an administrator, but it was all of us being able to promote the school's vision. And in particular, in this example, I was needing to find what is the school's vision in terms of how did they want hybrid and online learning to look? And then what could I do to support that? So I was able to develop a set of professional development opportunities for teachers and assistants that promoted what the school viewed as their vision for online learning. That was a big stretch for me, and I was quite proud of how it was able to help the teachers so much, and I grew quite a bit in that process as well. Another thing that was quite a struggle for me was the citizen standard. That's not something that I had been used to before, and I didn't understand before taking the ISTE course that citizen standard is not just teaching students what they shouldn't be doing. It's more teaching them how to use technology wisely. And I would say that is one of the ways that my practice has changed as well, is through that citizen standard. Before going through this process, I would teach students, they shouldn't be doing this, they shouldn't be doing this, and they shouldn't be doing this, and I would kind of try to scare them away from certain things. And now I see the digital citizenship as much more holistic, and I try to think about ways that I can integrate that into what is already happening, conversations that are happening in the classroom, and teach it in a more authentic way. I actually have a workshop coming up with parents in a couple of weeks where I'll be leaning a lot on what I've learned from ISTE standards to help teach the parents about that. This process has helped me to learn not just how I can use technology transformatively, but how I can support other teachers with their process as well, and how I can communicate that to them. It's given me the language to communicate that to other teachers and stakeholders, a language that we can use for planning and reflecting. Moving forward, I'll be continuing my journey as a leader in the school, and I want to use the ISTE standards to support me with this. I'm currently chairing a committee called Future Ready Learners, which is aimed at developing a strategic plan for how the school will prepare students for the future. Using technology to transform learning is a crucial part of this. I'd like to look at how we can embed the ISTE standards into our curriculum documents to help us to use technology in a transformative and balanced way. I really enjoyed this journey. It's been a lot of work. It's been very, very time consuming, but I've learned a lot from it, and I want to thank you for that. I hope that you enjoy looking at my portfolio, and thanks for everything.